Okay, folks, this is something that I've talked about before, but I feel that I didn't go into enough detail when I spoke about it however many videos ago. Okay? So, our enemy is a master of frequency. What does that mean? Okay, so everything around you, everything, everything's frequency. Um, Especially sound. Sound, it has its own distinct frequency, and they use that. They use that against you, and so many people people have gone crazy over stuff like this. But that's one of the weapons they use. See, you take a frequency and you how do I say this? Like it can be a simplistic sound. And it's a really simple sound. It could be a running of the water, like turning on a faucet. It could be um, a car horn. It can be whatever. But see, when that sound is disseminated, right? It's spreading outward. It's like a ripple. And what they do is, and I'm not the first person that's talked about this. They they piggyback off of that, and they put a like a malicious. It's like they Trojan. That's perfect example. Like a perfect definition. They Trojan horse a sound. Does that make sense? They put a Trojan horse in it. So, which should just be a normal sound, it's got this thing in it that's directed exactly at you. This is how like precise, and this is like the amount of the pinpoint accuracy that these things utilize. It's that accurate. You know what I'm saying? And it can be something as simple as uh, a trash bag, someone shuffling a trash bag, someone coughing. You get what I'm saying? That's that's another thing. That's why they do that all the time. It is a malicious frequency that's being directed at you. And honestly, that's one of the things that just like makes me so angry because it's like this is the type of thing that you're dealing with. You get what I'm saying? Like this is the type of lowly trash that you're dealing with. Anyway, um, yeah. So they utilize they utilize frequency, and they're constantly bombarding you with these negative frequencies. And some of these frequencies are they're just things that they're just hitting you with. They're not even like sounds that you can perceive, but other ones are. That's why you have people that are like that uh, feel like they're losing their mind. They're getting they're on edge all the time. They're in that fearful state because they're hitting you with a frequency that's putting you in that fight or flight mentality all the time. You walk outside of a store. That's a perfect example. Did you hear that? You walk outside of a store, and as soon as you walk out the door, two people are talking. Hey, how you doing? Great. I'm amazing. How are you? Blah blah blah. Directed at you. It's directed at you. That's how precise. That's how complex all this is. You know, and it's crazy. The amount of just you hear that? The amount of precision. It can be something as simple as that, like a squeaky car door. You know, the slamming of a car door. It's that intricate, but this is how they operate. This is what they do. You hear that? This is what they do. This is the type of garbage we're dealing with. Because they can't even be, apex predators. They're little bitches. And I mean that honestly in the most derogatory way possible. But anyway, so yeah. I've and again, that's why I keep saying this is beyond these things are something else altogether. You don't I can't stress that enough. I can't make that point enough. We're dealing with something else altogether. Something that is really good at mimicking. Something that's its very existence is predicated on mimicry. But it is not you. It is not me. There's something else altogether. And see, you almost kind of have to unlearn, or they were the ones that freaking taught us most of this garbage. But you have to unlearn most of the crap that you even know, because you have, you're dealing with a mindset that is so alien. Do you get me? Completely and utterly alien. And when I say that, I know the difference. I know, when I say alien, I don't, I'm not always just simply talking about little green men and shit like that. I mean something they don't belong here. They do not belong here. And if you really got into their heads, I would never want to, but if you really got into their heads, you would understand just how twisted they are. And that's normal for them. That's wake up in the morning, bacon and eggs, have a cup of coffee. That's normal for them. Hey, honey, here you go. Well, you got the coffee? Go, cool. Meanwhile, you're just hitting people with negative frequencies and just destroying people's lives. They're sick. But that's part of what they are. They don't see anything wrong with it because it's ingrained in their very freaking existence. It's so funny. I think back to in the whole story about Sodom and Gomorrah, and these people were so effed, and this is just, we're just operating on one level, right? Okay, according to the Bible, the people in Sodom and Gomorrah were people. We're not even getting even more deeply layered in there. These are just people, incredibly corrupted people, but they were just people. But they were so effed up in the head. They didn't even think there was anything wrong with standing outside of a man's house, demanding that somebody be sent outside so they can take turns raping them. They were that sick, but that was just part of the routine. Okay? It's deeper than that. It's so much deeper than that. There's one of them right there. say hi. I start talking, they start swarming. They're fucking parasites. Excuse my language. But I don't care. I really don't care. Like, there's nothing they can do to intimidate me, to scare me, to upset me. Like, because there was a time when I didn't know what any of this was. And that's the best way they can operate. You see, even right now, they're going to sit there and idle and take forever to pull in. Oh, wait. Are they pulling back out? Now, people, look at this. That same car is going to probably... Oh, see? This is what they do. See? It's one of them. Drove all the way up here because I was up here. Didn't pull into a goddamn nothing. Hi, fakey. Hi. You saw him pull into the driveway and then pull back out. This is what they do. That was supposed to intimidate me. I don't give a shit. Anyway, like I was saying, as I was just talking in my video, yeah, like, so that's just one level. Now take that mindset, that Sodom and Gomorrah mindset, and like quadruple it. These things come out of the womb like this. Maybe that's a controversial statement, but it's true. They come out of the womb like that. I've seen little children doing this, and it came just as natural as like anything else. Frequency attacking. They start singing, or they start, and I know the difference between, like, regular child behavior and little reptilians playing games, whatever the hell they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen kids do the exact same thing. They weren't taught that by their parents. They didn't, hey, they didn't have a class, hey, kids, let me teach you how to gang stalk and attack people with frequency. No. They come out the womb like that. It's just like, it's second nature to them. Let that sink in for a second. It's second nature to them. And that's my cat. Halfway across town. And on that, I guess I'll let you guys go. And we will talk later. But what is it, Enoch? Did you see that guy? Yeah. Anyway, you guys have a good one, alright?